Good morning, friends. It is the 18th of January. I had mentioned a couple of videos ago that I had ordered or partnered with someone on the Bricklink Discord on sending used parts. So he had reached out to me about some kind of an arrangement because he likes to clean and sort. He does not like to pick parts or deal with a listing or anything like that. So we came to the agreement that he would send me boxes of separated lots parts, and he provided the BSX, which is amazing, the Bricklink store file, and or brick store file, cat, and yeah. So this is essentially just a 12 by 12 cube. I of course used a sharp object to open, but very carefully. I have not actually opened this yet. I have only cut the seals, but he sent the BSX file, so I was getting that set and prepped. The way Bricqer likes to go, it likes to have used and new parts and separate inventories. So all I had to do was just sort by condition, copy or cut those out, put them in the new file, paste, save, and we're good. So when you are getting ready to add parts in Bricqer, there is this option of Brickstore BSX file. And it even gives you this little description of what's going to happen. You can merge, which I think is if you're it'll override information for the file. That I would almost never use this. It's more if you worked in Brickstore, which once you start working in a Bricqer environment, get used to it. Bricqer environment to me is so much better. But you can import Brickstore file and be able to import pricing, remarks, etc. So if you did do a lot of work in Brickstore and had everything set the way you wanted it, then you could come back in here and arrange things, upload without much issue. But they give you this handy dandy little thing of, if you want to load a Brickstore file and review or edit it first, you switch the part out tool instead. Now, what I love about the part out tool, and I did this with the last set when I did the Chinese, it wasn't a New Year set, but it was one of the fan and the vase and the pin or the paintbrush that's doing the artwork. Because it was an 8,000 part out, I ended up making 3 or 4 of these batch inventories. And what the part out allows you to do is you can create the batch inventory, and then as you are going, you can go through the part out, say, all right, I just put in these 10 items into my drawers. Let's be done with that. Let's make that batch set. And the rest of your stuff in the part out stays in a little memory bank, if you will. And you come back to it. And when you put out the next stuff, then you can tell it, all right, now add those to this batch. So you don't have to do all of your inventory in one go. If you're parting out something and you need to be able to get some parts into the store or clear up some space, because like I said, small store. So I need to clear space more frequently, then I can be able to upload just some of those at a time. And it makes it, to me, super simple. I don't have to fiddle with all right, just copy these ones, paste them in a new file, upload those, etc. So we're going to do that for here, where I can import, here, part out. And I can just bring in a BSX file right away. And where I see this being super handy is because this box is going to be mixed. It's not going to be, hey buddy, it's going to be, mixed. There's going to be, not all of these are necessarily going to be in this order. This is the new file. Some of this new stuff might be at the bottom of the box. And I don't want to have to dump the whole box out, find those ones to be able to put those away before I can even put it in my inventory. So being able to do this part out aspect of things, and let's import prices from, no, I do not want to import from the Brickstore file. We're going to use Bricqer's pricing for everything. I don't want to automatically assign unused locations. So if it brings in the parts and says, oh, hey, you don't have this in your store, do you want me to automatically assign an unused location? I need to look in further for that, which I might do in a second and cut the video and look into that. But the way I can see that working for me is, all right, if I have these 2 items, the one of them I don't have in the store, the other one I do, will the one I don't pick the location of the one I do? That would be cool. I would really love that, but I don't know if it does that. Otherwise, I don't know if it's going to assign like a random spot, but maybe I'll look into that real fast and be able to figure it out. And then I can come back to it all in a second. Let's see. I'll look for that. Okay, well, I tried doing a couple things and I have no conclusive knowledge of anything quite yet. What I did was the part out, and then you can source the brick store file. I picked the file, and then you can automatically assign an unused location like I was going to go research. I didn't see anything from searching, and so I just went ahead and tried it. Basically, it just picked random locations that I already had knowledge of in the store, but it didn't seem to be based on anything, except that it was a known location of my store. So was not thrilled with that. But the issue is then if I don't automatically assign an unused location, the entire file was devoid of locations. So let's see. If I do just get the file in here. Brick store. There we go. Purchases. Box 1. All right. So if I do this, then like it has no location info in for anything, and I've verified that I do have some of these 2x2 corner plates. So it's not finding any of my, or it's not even pulling in any of the location information if you do it this way, which to me is frustrating. So I just emailed the Bricqer team to try to figure out what the best course of action is for that. I will probably, for the sake of today, do a brick store situation. So what it is, I went back old school. I opened up the BSX file. I exported my inventory from Bricqer, so my entire inventory. And look, there's many of those exact plates in new and used. So brought that in, you go to edit, you copy values from document, you pick the one that you want. I don't want the new one, obviously, do the export, and then you bring in the comments and remarks, and that helps it to match the same lot that you already have in your store. So, and that gives us several that I do have in my store, which, interestingly enough, we can sort by remarks and scroll. If I do this, hit caps lock, I meant to hit shift. We select all those, we can go to info. This gives us 274 lots that we don't even have in the store, so that is pretty sweet. With 1,000 new items, so 274 new lots, which, if I am remembering correctly, if we open up my store, oh my goodness, I will be 2 lots shy of 15,000 of this, so that's pretty sweet. Thank you, my friend. I'm trying to keep him nameless. I don't know if he wants to be named or not. But thank you for this box. It provides many lots that I don't have. Oh, you know what? There's new parts also. So I bet if we open up this one and we do the same thing. So this is the new ones because Bricqer wants new and used and separate things. This copy values. Oh yeah, we're getting, whatever that is, 15 or so. So this box will put us over 15,000 lots once it's finally in the store, which is pretty awesome. That is a milestone I've been trying to hit, and thanks to my friend on Discord, we will hit it. But anyhow, it seems like the course of action that I'm going to have to do is at least copy in, location information for this stuff, and then if we just sort back by index or item ID, that I can come back in here and I can say, all right, these ones are new lots. I will likely want them in the same spot, although I will probably separate out the brown, like the regular brown. But I will want those in a different look, or in the same location as the same kind of part. So it'd be easy enough to just copy and paste into these other ones. Going down the list, several of them, these lots here. So I'll take a little bit of maintenance on here. I think it'll be easier to just do it on this because you can sort by the item ID, which is easier. There's right. Well, I said earlier in this video about how Bricqer inventory is. I like it better. There are times with things like the actual sorting of things that Brickstore to me is still better. That I can easily sort by the item ID and be able to just do that. Whereas on Bricqer, there's not an easy way to sort by item ID. You can sort by like item description, so all the wedges, and then you can sort by there's a few things you can sort by, but being able to sort by item ID for me is superior in this way because then I can just copy in the information real fast and have everything upload together. So I'm going to take a little bit of maintenance time for that to just be able to enter those and get it set. The other thing I wanted to show before closing out for now, YouTube, or not YouTube, but so I have this song. I don't think there's anything you can't see. This binary love song. That's the one that do that you heard at the beginning of this video and basically every single video that I've made. I love the song. It sounds so cool. I enjoy it. I bought it way back when on artlist.io. And at that time, I don't know if they do anymore. At that time, artlist.io had, you get the license, you have it in perpetuity for commercial purposes of any kind till the end of time, basically. And for some reason, they decided to copyright strike all of my videos that have it. And to me, hey, that's pretty garbage. But YouTube does not give you an easy way to be able to dispute based on the song. It's disputing based on the individual video. So there's like a two-step process. You have to go in, you have to see the details, and then you have to take action. Then you have to, pick here what you're going to do. So dispute, the reason, I have the license, the next reason, I have permission, and then I have to type in here what it is. Type in my name as a signature, click all these boxes and hit submit. I have to do that. If I was going to go this process, I'd have to do it, this is episode 79. I'd have to do it, 79 times. And I started to do it for a few of them, like, geez, this is just going to take forever. Then after that, they have their chance to review, and that can take up to 30 days. And it comes back, and on this one, it came back and it said, they still haven't approved it. They still think you're wrong, and you can appeal that. So I appealed that, and they have 7 days to respond to that. Well, it just expired. They didn't appeal it because I put a copy-paste of my entire license in there, and it went through, and I just got the notification while I was looking up this stuff about the Bricqer BSX imports that it was, released. So now I'm trying to get on. There's not an easy way to, there's my personal email, that's great. There's not an easy way to do some kind of universal claim that I can find. I could probably Google a bit while this is waiting. But there's not even a way to pick how to talk to anybody about it. So I just picked YouTube Premium because that's all I could find. If you pick other, it's like, well, you can't use this form to chat to anybody. So, tech support on a big, massive company like Google is always going to be stupid. But hopefully we'll get it resolved so that all of these can be removed at one fell swoop. I don't monetize my channel right now. I think you have to be at 500 subscribers anyways, so I can't, but I want to have those issues taken care of so that should this grow, I don't have to worry about that and be able to monetize content to bring in little revenue streams here and there. But yeah, so super frustrating, super dumb, the system that they have where we can really easily just see, oh, it's the same song for every single thing. Then just apply it to all of them, please. Whatever. I am going to finish this clip, going to deal with YouTube copyright, going to deal with BSX files. I think that'll be all for right now, at least. All right, small follow-up. After Googling around a little bit, I did find Artlist has this whole like clear list. And if you're a pro member, you can have like your whole channel just automatically be done. If you're a previously paying member, as myself, and you don't currently have a pro, you can do per video on here. So I dumped in 10 or so of the URLs and then came over here, and it was pretty instantaneous. They're all clear. So a pain in the petunias, yes indeed, but at least it's resolved and I don't have to talk to YouTube support, which should probably go nowhere anyways. So should you have copyright claims and strikes from Artlist, you can add your videos to their clear list thing, and it will be an annoying process because I'm going to have to copy and paste 78 times or whatever and get through all of that. But we've all done our World of Warcraft grinding before. We know tedium like the back of our hands. So on we go to upload or copy and paste all of these over and over and over and over and over and over and clear all my videos. You thought I was going to forget, and you'd be right, I did forget. I teased opening up the box and then I didn't actually do it. Let's take a look. It's in the book, Reading Rainbow. Oh man, and it's even like basically in order in how it is in the BSX file. Like this one's right at the top, these are at the top. So that should make things pretty simple. Thank you again, my friend, for all of this, and I am pretty excited to go through and add a bunch to the store. Like I said, there's a whole lot of lots and things that I don't have, so it'd be very awesome to be able to flesh out the store some more, bring it up to both the 15,000 lot mark, and bring in some, like a lot of this stuff is more not necessarily like vintage parts, but they're older parts that I don't have or that I've had at certain points and have sold through. So it'd be nice to bring some of that back to the store for people to both bring them to the store, but also get them to stick around and buy some other things. So yeah, it looks like you did an excellent job of putting things, lots and lots of little bags. And yeah. Oh, and all of my copyright claims are now toast. I don't have to worry about that. I'll probably have to, every new upload, go back in and put it on the approved list, but that's better than having to go through the whole claim process. And then I went through and did all the remarks of anything that is similar. Sorry, there's a lot of sticker and printed kinds of parts in here, so that's going to be pretty awesome as far as just expanding the amount of lots and different things that can bring people to the store. Yeah, a lot of nice sticker parts. So pretty excited about this box. I am not going to lie. So onwards and onwards to be able to start getting parts into the store. Finally, that'll be the end of this video. Have yourselves a lovely day, week, morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time it is for you. It is 6:08 and I've been down in my office since about 4, just trying to sort through the Bricqer way of doing things to determine brick store is, at least for now, going to be the easiest to at least get the initial locations. I'm going to now take this, bring it into Bricqer, because everything else here does not have a specific location, and I can just use Bricqer to be able to determine those. And yeah, I think that's everything for now. I'm sure there's something I'm missing, but whatever. Y'all have a lovely day. Oh, thanks for watching. I do mean it.